So what are you getting done?
Right now, I'm getting high. Real quick.
Okay.
Why don't you plug in the soldering iron?
Sitting there. Ah, there it is. This way. Really sucks you had to buy that whole pack just for whatever you were even getting. What, paste?
Yeah.
What's it even for? The paste, what does it do?
Well, the soldering flux, what it does is it creates an environment that's easier for the solder to flow through. And also creates a situation where the path for the solder to come around to is clear.
Oh,
Yeah.
I did not know that.
Yeah, I do.
Fair enough.
Because I told him.
That's what I asked.
Yeah. But also, we got a nice new soldering sponge, heavier duty than what we had.
Oh,
And
looks like it. Whatever. Oh, that. Oh, that's what you meant. Okay, let's see how far I have to set this back. Hyperlapse 06. That's perfect. Okay, hyperlapse is set up. It's doing its job so we can do ours. Oh, that's so much better. Just gonna try and fit this in the corner best I can without it like getting in the way of anybody, but there's been some movement, so it's gonna be a little difficult. I'm just gonna assume both these wires are mine, so I'm taking them. Edwards Real Productions has made another cameo.
oh
Mm-hmm. And this is weird. Okay, well then leave.
yeah.
All right, solder iron. Steady. And do I just hope it's on, or is there a way to tell? Solder
If
iron.
it's plugged in, it's on.
Okay, I'll take your word for it. What did you do with that box thing you were telling me to put away? Is it that right there?
Yeah, that's all actually a garbage, so
Oh, so
you can throw that away.
okay.
Yeah.
The whole thing? Huh?
Everything in it.
Okay. No, that I can do. Assuming you want it back over there.
Mm-hmm.
Just get rid of this one for now. You want water or no?
I'm good.
Okey doke. I don't know how many left, to be completely honest with me. I think should be, for the most part, where it needs to be. Except for the saw and the drill. Are we using any of those today? Early.
Probably not so much, no.
Okay, I'll just set them off to the side instead of leaving them on the floor.
Find them their own too. Find them their own green bed.
Okay. Think we can do all the work.
Yep.
We can green total fence. Should. Well, I know. You tell me what's happening. Working on the layout. It's the title. Perfect. We have total available, just so happens. And this thing total happens to have a crack in the bottom of it, eh? So it's not waterproof. Handles are on that side. It's a weird term. Me. Need anything from the other room? I know. Definitely don't need a tractor. What about the ruler?
Ruler's on here.
Okay.
I think we're good.
Works for me.
Okay. So we got the soldering iron heating up. Hey everybody, are we live?
Should be. Reaction, so
What we got out here? We have Edwards Rail Productions. Hey Edwards Rail Productions, how are you doing today? And we got Egg Lone Craft. Dude, what? This is weird. Can you tell me what's happening? Yeah, we're working on the layout. A little HO scale train layout, model trains. We're going to be laying down some track today. I'm going to be cutting some track sections. We're going to be doing some soldering. Then later, a little bit later, we're going to be extracting this really beautiful wood double cantilever bridge that my dad had built for the layout. We're going to be taking that out of like the matrix and the plaster that he had it in. We're going to be fitting that in the layout so we can get the whole double loop all in place and soldered. Cool.
to encase it in cement.
Yeah. Cement.
We'll just call it cement. What it feels like when you pick it up.
Might as well be, man. Like, he did not want that stuff to go anywhere.
And it didn't.
No.
I mean, it did, but I wish you would have made it where it would have come apart in all one piece instead of halves.
Alright. Need the Dremel, and then I need the Dremel bit set. There was a set, like bits and everything.
Mm-hmm.
No, there was. No.
Removed a lot of stuff in here.
Check in there. It's like a box, like a clear box. Oh, right here. This is what I'm looking for. Literally in front of my face.
It's because it's see-through, that's why.
Yeah.
You literally cannot see it.
Okay.
So what's the first step here?
First step here is I'm going to change my cutting wheel. And I'm going to speak a little few things about soldering. Hopefully the iron is hot enough at the moment. Oh, can we get, do we have some water? Yeah, we have some water here.
unlimited supply of warm tube for the time being.
Would you moisten this?
Sure.
Get it wet and then wring it out. It just needs to be moist. All right, this right here, we got a little Brillo pad in this thing, and this just kind of helps clean up the solder tip. And I'm going to show Charlie a few things about soldering here.
This could be bad.
This is going to be great.
So he thinks.
All right, so I have a piece of wire here that I've stripped already. You can see you got the insulator. So you got the insulator, and then you got the copper wire inside. What you want to do is take the wire and kind of give it a twist. I usually do it clockwise. I think pretty much everyone does because it's natural. And we're going to pretend like we're going to use this for like a connection sometimes. So the first thing you want to do is you want to get some paste on there, some flux paste. Now what flux paste does is kind of like make it easier for the solder to flow across whatever surface you're soldering. Helps it bind better and creates an air barrier mixture. So it's like a corrosion that's actually going to bond directly to the material. So now that this is fluxed up, we're going to take our solder and just go a little bit here. Why don't you grab that helping hands thing? You know, the thing that's like the claws on it.
No. Do you believe it's this?
Yep. All right. Let's go set this here. And let's just hold this right here. We're going to hold this piece of rubber right here. Now, the way I was taught is
Hey, the Dremel works.
yeah, hopefully still. Oh, jeez. All right, that's fine.
And that's the power of gravity.
Yeah. Now, the way I was taught was to, if you want to solder up the end of the wire, to get the solder in there, is you kind of want to hold the tip of the pencil underneath the wire, and then introduce the solder to it, right? Now, see this pencil, okay, it's hot.
It doesn't hear that it's hot.
But you want to get what you're soldering, put the solder onto hot as well. And once it's hot enough, see how it just quicks into it? See that? And then put another one, and then you're getting the next one. And you see, you kind of hold it there. You know, get the solder hot. Here. Just let that bead form. And once that bead forms, as long as what you're soldering onto is hot, just wick right onto it. Just wick right onto it. See, this is kind of a garbage pencil I've got the flux and everything on here. There we go. Now you just gotta hold the wire against, it's got a little pop of solder on there. Just hold it on there. Just wick right down through there. Okay. It's interesting. So let's set this down. Now we've got shit on here, so we'll stay up.
Why don't you stand over there?
Results good north enough.
Oh, I thought it was just.
Just enough. Okay, let's set it down. Another wire here. Take this one. It's safe enough.
What is that supposed to mean?
Well, what it's supposed to mean is you don't want to be like right on top of it necessarily. But like the little bit that you're going to nail is, because we're in a fairly well ventilated area. It's a very large area. It's not like this room is just enclosed to the size of the layout.
That'd be pretty good.
So what we're going to do is paint a little bit of flux on here.
So, yeah.
This cutting bits.
Oh.
The Dremel.
So, okay.
Now go ahead and take the soldering pencil. And I'm going to make sure the wire is held nice and tight. Right there. And I want you to put the soldering pencil just underneath so you're touching the wire. Now try to use not just the tip, but okay, turn a little bit more. There we go, like that. Right? And you see the flux burning.
I see something.
You see the solder. Into it. Take it up. And you've just soldered to the wire.
Yeah, I put up this hand too. Hey, you want a high five?
All right, let's go ahead and move this over. Now put the, just like you did before. Put the solder right on top of the wire here. Just touching the pen. Do a little bit more of the thickness. There we go. Right there where it's maple. There you go. Once it's in there,
That is a process to watch that.
there you go. There you go.
That was cool.
That's cool.
All I did was hold the
Now,
pen.
now check this out.
Okay.
We're going to take this one piece of wire, give a little twist. We're going to get a little flux. It's just like an oil almost, like a Vaseline kind of thing with oil. It's basically just oil. It helps things flow. And, prevents anything from getting between the wire and the solder itself. Now we're going to push these ends together. Okay. Then I'm going to give a little twist to kind of bind the wire together. So at this point, well,
Helping hands help, damn it.
what we're going to do is bind your two ends together. We're going to go here. The wires they're just meshing. It's like they're shaking hands.
Okay, well, you put it in.
And now,
I think I see where this is going. Shit.
you give it a second to warm up. We'll bring it back up just a little bit. So we're like there. There you go. This is not a good pencil.
It is doing its best, damn it.
Yeah. Well, I'm trying to show Charlie how to do some soldering.
Did you just solder?
I'm just messing everything up.
Soldered the solder didn't.
Yeah, but I mean, here you heat it up here, and you see it once it heats up. Kind of what
It'll
it is.
smoke. I get the idea of what's going on.
Yeah, this thing just doesn't heat up enough. It's really like inadequate for what we're doing, what I'm doing today. Even showing them.
Just a bit. That makes hot paper now.
Yeah. I'm trying to teach you a skill with inferior tools.
So it's a great idea, isn't it?
Yeah. No, here we do. We do have like that's what we're looking for. Right there. It's all out. And you make great. I mean, this stuff's not coming apart. It's too wire and short together.
Wow.
Yeah. You put some like shrink wrap over that, seal the connection, you know.
It's one.
Oh yeah.
One thing I did put on. Here you go. Next giveaway. Ring.
Big ring.
Yep. Ow. It shines.
Well, now what we're going to do is cut out a section of track here. I'm going to cut out a 8-inch section.
Will you stop dropping it?
No.
You dropped the sponge.
What a solid one.
Oh, Jesus. That's soap.
What?
In prison.
Oh, you said that's soap. I thought you said that's so. I was waiting for the rest of the comment. I was going to say like so inappropriate or something.
No. I know you just say inappropriate things. There's nothing I can do about it.
No, there's not. There's nothing you can do about my own because
No,
gotta set my ways.
I'm just accepting that.
Yeah. I'm just hoping I don't mess you up too much with my ways. That's my big thing.
Oh,
Hey man, I don't know, man.
crazy old man.
Yeah, I'm a crazy old man. Look up this young guy.
Yeah, the spider's already made a web on the damn Christmas light.
Yeah,
That was rude.
just looking for Thanksgiving or Christmas feast.
We're not there yet.
Sorry, guy. The only bugs we're really having here are bugs on the land. Not like bugs.
And if there were, we run a whole train.
Yeah.
Doing old Wild West, strap the bug to the track.
All damsel in distress style.
Yeah. It's only been 43 seconds. Wow. Sure don't feel like that. I thought it'd be a minute right now.
You know what sucks is like the tools they provide with you from the dribble, what do all the things you need to do to change all this stuff. It's really like my Leatherman, where I have it on right now.
You don't have it?
No, it's in my pants. It's in my work pants. It's in the other pants. Tell you what, find yourself a Leatherman or a Gerber, or even like any like decent price like knockoff multi-tool. And man, just keep it as your EDC or everyday carry. I've got my old school Leatherman, right? Like, I love that thing. It just is so useful with so many applications. I mean, literally from mechanical work to physical maintenance. Like, I've used to like trim toenails that like got caught and broken. I've used it like to cut my gauze, like where I've cut myself on other things, not with the logo. You know, it's a great tool. A good multi-tool is something everybody just needs to carry around.
Noted.
All right, so we're gonna put the bridge right here. We're gonna go ahead and put it right here. So I wanna, here we go. This is how we,
He forgot the bridge.
yeah, I forgot the bridge.
Supposed to have it by now.
You're supposed to have it right.
Ouch. Why this is even out here? Yeah. Probably something would need. We have electrical tape, just so happens. We got a decent roll. Just discovered it yesterday.
Let's see that here. This is a block of wood.
Multiple.
Convenient.
What size?
Oh, that
We
one.
got
That's
small.
perfect. No, the one right here is actually perfect.
I was gonna say we got small, medium, large. Take your pick. Take your pick.
Or no, give me one more. Doesn't matter. The one on top of it. The one that right there. Yeah. I just want something underneath it here because I'm going to nail this thing in here. Top pliers.
Conveniently placed pliers.
Exactly. Nothing like a pair of conveniently placed pliers.
Take what?
Actually, could you maybe find one of those track nails right here? They take this. Find a track nail somewhere in that section. Hold on. Right there, right in front of you.
There's two right in front of
Yeah, grab one of those.
you. Nail. Got this screw in here. Right, plastic thingy. That's not a screw.
Nail. Punch. Set. Pliers. Thank you.
It's just placing them down too. So what are we gonna do about these holes in the tracks?
Use those and grab me one more nail.
We'll find a different spot that way we can actually.
Well, no, it's okay. We can replace all that. I have a new pack of nails coming. Should be here Wednesday. This is what I bought these for.
Huh.
Well, good enough. Whatever. Okay.
Perfect. You need another one?
No.
Okay.
Thank you, though.
Yep.
go. Perfect.
Those are metal nails, right? Not copper or something.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay. Let's make some noise with the Dremel.
I got more track nails. If you need any more, I'm sure you'll see
Oh,
my
wow.
collection is very.
Excellent use of that tool.
That's why I asked if it was metal. As Jesse Pinkman would once say, magnets, bitch.
Well, is it ferrous metal? Is actually what you should have asked.
I don't even know what that is. So
Ferrous means like iron. Some metals are non-ferrous, which means they will not be attracted by a magnet.
how would I have known to ask that?
Well, you wouldn't have. Now you're learning. Well, come on, dude. Thread like you want to. What's your problem?
I don't have a problem.
No, I'm talking to the leather one. Why isn't it threading? What's your deal, dude?
Hmm?
I said, what's your deal, dude?
Well, you know my deal. I'm just here to play with trains. You know what I'm saying?
No, I mean my Dremel isn't threading.
Yeah, I know it's getting shit. Well, it did just suck in a plastic bag. So, it's a slight possibility that had something to do with it. All the track nails have been secured.
What the shit, man?
You explain it in a way that I'll understand. When you say it's not threading.
Oh, like a bolt has the threads.
You know?
This is not threading back onto it.
Did something fall off, maybe? It's stuck in the bag?
Well, no, I took it off afterwards. Like,
I'm checking the bag.
no, it's not a component missing. It's
I'm just gonna tie up the
cross threaded or something. There we go, maybe. Look that for me.
Sure. Oh. there goes gravity again. Just going to take the most wild assumption here and saying that if not 30, it's bad.
Yes.
Completely random.
Do you have another light? Do you have a flashlight?
Actually, yes, we do. Find anything out?
No.
No way yet.
Fuck you. I have to do the journal. I think so.
Yeah.
Road trip?
Sure, man.
You guys have had this thing for 20 years.
Yeah, but I'm just. What the hell happened?
I don't. I took the fucking bit out, man. Like, and now I just won't. Maybe, dude, honestly, the threads, like, they're just poured out. I was not.
On the top, the form. On the
Oh, my file set. Got my file set. That yellow thing slid down my reach.
And also is a box bird. Just so happens.
I'm really a huge fan of those cheap box stores.
Oh. I didn't even realize when the hell you got it. Pick it up today.
No, okay.
I was trying to flashback to pick up a box, but I couldn't think of it. That's weird.
No, this is the exact same design. So,
Says it's
yeah, it's harder than this.
yeah, pretty self-explanatory.
Mm-hmm.
Like the Dremel is deciding it just doesn't want to Dremel.
Mm-hmm. It's like, no, I don't want
I just wanted the way you guys approach the possible. Not like we have better things to do, Dremel. You got the important piece. What am I doing?
Would you plug it back in, actually?
You got that part down there. Charlie. You gotta stop.
Oh, what's that piece of it?
I told you. This man has the most butterfingers right now. I'm gonna say butterfingers. That's how it works. Just so happens.
You just cross thread the fuck out of it.
Cross thread. With that.
Means that you threaded it, but you threaded it well.
Oh Jesus. How do you tell the difference?
My mother works.
It's a good point, actually. Another good point with the Durley.
Alright.
Because I'm off screen and can only hear my voice. They can see you perfect.
Yeah, you can see me fine. Alright, let's see how this works now.
Well, let's just hope it works. What's that noise for?
That was me laughing at myself because I forgot to hit the lock button, so I was just spinning everything around.
Jesus Christ.
We didn't need those. Anyway, I I didn't do that.
No, but you said they were in the way, so I figured you wanted both of them on the floor.
Nope. I did.
And guess what? They're on the floor.
Okay. Now we can actually do some cutting.
Hopefully. I'm gonna go put this somewhere else. Ah! Your day is about to get so much better. Guess who's here? Cool.
Oh,
Okay.
DBC! Welcome aboard, DBC.
You wanna know what he said?
Oh,
He said, "Yo, I'm back, and I will always be back." He's like the Terminator.
that's awesome. Good to hear from you. I don't know how long you've been around here, but we've been struggling.
I think he just came in like 5 minutes ago, maybe. I don't know if there's a way to tell. To be completely honest with you, I don't think so. No.
Yo. There we go.
Perfect.
Perfect.
We are getting somewhere finally.
Yes, we are. We gotta move this one too. So,
A little bit more time.
excellent. Now I feel good. See, that's where I want that to be. Okay.
Perfect. Looks good to me.
All right. Cool. Now we can start doing a little soldering here.
Perfect.
Iron is hot.
That's what happened. No, it is not.
Where is my? No, it's not. Oh, I heated up.
Yep.
I knocked the brush down too.
He's been knocking everything over.
Everything. Though.
Everything. Everything. This man slightly bumps and falls on the ground.
That's why we need the layout fixed. So.
Yeah. Well, there's just, it's a really holy operation we got going on here. But earlier in the live stream, Durley has decided to take it upon himself and to teach me how to solder. It turns out it's pretty easy. This thing, it gets hot, and then the solder melts and turns into liquid metal. Or what looks like liquid mercury.
It's actually like a rosin core solder. Not so much lead anymore. They used to use a lot of that.
He knows what he's talking about. I'm just kind of here listening.
But yeah, it's soldering. It's fun. It's good to know how to do. Like if you're gonna work on electronics, you're gonna have to know how to do it. If you're gonna work on a train layout, if you're not going like with the easy track, you have to know how to do it.
Did you clean this after we just used it?
Yeah.
Never mind. I'll put it back down. Seriously, man.
Seriously.
Seriously.
That was some serious shit.
No way.
None. It's the best way to do it. But yeah, you want to, when you're soldering, and I've said this before, you want to make sure you use a generous amount of flux that helps create a nice connection point between the solder and the metal. It helps the solder flow a lot better. It gets that capillary action happening.
Whatever that word means.
Capillary action is liquids that flow through tight spaces. Like in your body, you have capillaries that transmit blood, and it's only maybe like a blood molecule at a time, like a platelet at a time. But it's such a narrow area. It just kind of like draws it through there. I'll explain it. I'll show you something with it. You can take 2 panes of glass and put like a paper towel at the top of them, and take them and squeeze them real tight together, and put a little paper towel at the bottom, and put that in water, and you'll watch the water wick up through the paper towel between the 2 panes of glass. It'll wick up through the panes of glass into the other paper towel. capillary action.
Anyway,
Science.
science. Let's go.
Science, bitches.
How often are we gonna be streaming? Well,
Whenever we can, honestly.
I'm about to say
We don't really have a set schedule, so that makes us unpredictable streamers. I know
the best
people don't like that.
type. Typically, I agree with Daryl here. We kind of just started doing it, so
You can kind of figure on like a Monday or a Tuesday. Charlie and I both have Wednesdays busy. Him and his family do dinner with Grandpa. I do trivia on Wednesdays. Thursday, Friday, those are iffy. But the weekends, we generally, you and I try to get together and do something every weekend.
yeah.
Like have one day. So, 2 to 3 times a week. Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, weekend.
Maybe.
Yeah, maybe. And even when we're doing it, exactly throughout the day, we can't really say. So,
It's hard to do that.
we're a bunch of wild and crazy guys. We're unpredictable.
I do know every single step of the way, rebuilding the layout is going to be a live stream until, we can't, because it's going to be all finished. But, other than that, I don't know. I think this is the only part where the live streams are going to take place is down in the basement. It's a horror story, the YouTuber's basement. Magnets will worse than planned. You don't need any of these staples, right? They're all just kind of. Was that you finishing my sentence or you agree?
Yes.
Okay.
A little bit of both. 6 of one, half dozen of the other.
Whatever you say, crazy man. I need a flathead screwdriver, just so happens. So the Iowa Interstate, sometimes they put on their lights and make it flash, other times not. That is, give me a second.
What's that?
He was asking why sometimes my Interstate goes down, they don't always have their shit light flash.
Ah.
Pretty simple answer, actually. Now, I've never been in the cab in real life of one of those engines, so I can't really tell you for sure. I don't know how they're programmed and all, but I do know typically the lights are programmed to start flashing if that was selected on the engine, and they're made to go on every single time the horn gets blown, even the slightest. But as far as I'm concerned, there's also a button that you can press to make them flash, or button, lever, whatever. So there's always a possibility that the engineer just doesn't want the lights to flash, just assuming that on every single engine, the lights don't turn on automatically. It just means the engineer just doesn't want to press the extra button and have the lights flash. I don't know. That would be something you have to ask someone that's actually worked for the company. I can't really say for sure on anything because, yeah.
Charlie, would you give me one more piece of wood? Or,
Then,
no, you know what? Here.
hey,
Maybe I can do this. I need you just to hold this back. Maybe press this down. There we go.
where are you using that thing when you got the
So I need to get it started. There you go. Once I'm to the level of the track, then where will we go? Maybe not really, but once I get to the level of the track. There we go. Perfect. All right.
Yay! Do you prefer being at the last signal watching the Iowa Interstate where you were last night, the South Station? Not necessarily. Kind of like being at the crossing that I always go to, just because of the fact that if I'm at the depot, once it goes by, and they do the horn for the very last crossing, I hear the first two, and then it gets really distant. And the horn is like kind of one of the best parts in an area like that with 3 crossings in a row. But I only go there if it was raining, and it was threatening to get raining really hard at 9 o'clock. So I didn't think the Iowa Interstate was actually going to show up at 7:30 like they did the past 2 nights, which is really making me nervous on tonight. Because I don't even know how long we plan on doing all this, how long it's going to be at
I actually didn't plan on going to the crossing at all tonight.
well,
Yeah,
that too.
that wasn't in the books for me.
A lot of things weren't in the books, and yet it still happened. All the stores we had to visit, a lot of people got a lot of money with it. Except for Royal King. We bought nothing.
Yeah, they got
They got
They gave
done
us-
with the Durleys money,
They gave us nothing.
so
They got a dirty look for me because I did more than people helped me. Look at that. I like that.
let me come over here.
The big curve right there. Yeah, I like that.
Twisted like that.
Yeah, I like that. That's what I said. I like that a lot. Let's get let's find a straight.
I got it.
All right.
Is it going to be an issue since it's not going to be flex track?
This is just a placeholder anyway.
So Iowa Interstate always come in the afternoon, or is that one time just rare? If you're referring to that one time when it decided to show up at 6:30, that was rare. But if you're referring to something else, please let me know and I will answer. To the best of my abilities, after been doing this for about almost 5-6 months, you kind of have to get really specific if you want an answer. I can't just be like, oh yeah, that, huh?
Put that water in here.
Two. But that was one of the more exciting nights. Home before 7 o'clock. That was nice. Well, at 6 o'clock it was still pretty light outside. Now 6 o'clock is just as dark as the rest of the night. That's why I can't wait for next year. I'll be able to actually catch trains in the light. I don't need to use my flashlight. I can take like a few month break. Got a lot of nice pictures from there. A lot of nice old hoppers. The thumbnails are so much easier. Oh yeah, Durley, I've made a decision. I kind of want to get a camera at some point in my life and take professional grade photos.
Like a still camera?
I guess. I don't know.
Well, I mean like a not just a video camera or a phone.
Yeah, like a camera meant for pictures.
Like a camera. All right. We'll work on it.
Well, I don't know if there's anything I need to know.
I don't know. I'm not a camera guy, but we can do the research together. where the bridge is gonna go. And we can weld the bridge in right there.
So what's going?
We'll cut it right here somewhere.
Oh, that, yeah. That's
Yeah.
a placeholder.
But I like how it goes straight here. There's a little gobbledygook here. I like that.
It's scaring me.
And that gives us the clearance we need under the trestle.
We're gonna have to move anything over because that's kind of really close to the edge there.
Yeah, we'll add some wood here.
Okay.
Yeah.
I
Well,
think
that's
we
exactly-
are getting somewhere.
I think so too.
If only we can get to a point of not.
See, I wanna try fucking soldering this.
Here we go.
And talk to my dad about it and have a chat. Will you just push this piece here? Just give a little pressure this way.
Which one?
This one,
Push it.
just like that.
What were you talking with him about?
About soldering. It's plugged in.
Yeah.
See, that's what I'm saying. It's not very hot.
You're not giving it the credit it deserves. It's done some fairly decent jobs for the price.
Guess so, but
You remember the expression, you get what you pay for? Why are you seem to forgetting that?
you know,
He's not happy with me. I've been, quote unquote, going after him all day.
all day, ever since like I first picked him up today.
I simply asked, did you remember the bridge? You got everything? And he's like, oh, damn it, I don't have the bridge. Why'd you have to remind me? Not that exact words, but he was not happy about it.
No, he's more like, oh, you didn't bring the bridge. You failed me again, Father.
I never said that.
That's what he meant.
No, it wasn't. You can't prove that.
There we go. There we go.
Get it somewhere.
Yeah.
Give us some extra shiny rails.
We're getting somewhere. I just don't like this soldering pencil. I should have.
So I think you two just need to accept each other, and maybe it'll increase the bond. Like maybe if you stop insulting him, he'll actually want to do his job. Maybe it's sentient and you're hurting its feelings. Sorry, I want a closer look so I can see the process.
Flux is helping a lot, honestly.
Are you being sarcastic?
No.
Okay. How is it helping in this situation?
It's helping the flow of light down into the connector. Oh, that's actually kind of decent.
And how long do you think that whole thing of pace will last?
Huh?
How long do you think that whole thing of pace will last?
Oh, for fucking ever. I mean, you just use a little bit. Yeah.
All right.
Actually, roll it like go.
Right.
Yep, totally.
Okay, good, because I got something to read here. The tracks right next to the river LaSalle that are next to the Iowa Interstate tracks. Are those tracks also Iowa? Is that different? That is the Illinois Railway, which would have been, oh Jesus, back in the day. Oh God, that's really not a question I can answer with the back in the day part. But no, that is not Iowa Interstate. That is sorry, light switch. That is the Illinois Railway. They if you follow that track, it'll actually go all the way over to where that snowplow is, right where, like for instance, when I was at the depot right behind me, all those grain cars were there. That was original track from back in the day when Rock Island was still there. There used to be a mini yard with, I think, close to 10 different tracks in there. It's a pretty decent yard. One of the tracks was Burlington Northern's main line, and then there was obviously the two main lines for Rock Island. The other one's completely faded out of existence now. And unfortunately, that is all the original track that is left is the one that Iowa Interstate runs on right now, and also that one with those grain cars on it. Those are the only two left from, I'm sure they've serviced them if they have to, but as far as I'm concerned, from what I've heard, that's the only original anything that's over there. Those two tracks. Did you mean to do that?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a really good cider right there.
But they will come by. It's not like Iowa Interstate. They don't come by every week. I think it's like a few times a month because when all the railroads just decided to leave the area, I think it was the government. I don't know. Somebody went like, well, what about all these businesses? Someone's got to service these businesses. The Illinois Railway's like, okay, fine. So the Illinois Railway services all those businesses, and actually are a pretty successful little railway. I mean, if you go over near Ziering, assuming you know where that is, they go over and actually have an interchange with BNSF. So I think it's safe to say the Illinois Railway is doing pretty good. I don't know about financially because I'm not them, but it seems like they're just like Iowa Interstate. They're one of the smaller ones, but they have interchanges with like the big guys, I guess you could say.
I have access to the tracks.
That too, but do not quote me on this because I might be wrong. I'm pretty sure they come through once or twice a month because the businesses aren't that large, so they don't have to do it every week. Unlike Iowa, when they do Buzzy Unison, they go through those cement cars like almost instantly. There'll be some days where as soon as they take back the load ones, they'll come back over the bridge the same day with empties already, and they'll fill up the yard the same day. I don't know how they do it, but they go through those things like in a few days. They're all empty. They're already back. Pretty impressive, though. Maybe one day they'll get another engine if they need to for whatever reason. I can't see why they would, but you never know because they only have the two right now. Still waiting to see that 65 or 55 ton switcher. That thing's nice. The center cab, as it's called, or middle cab, whatever. I think it's just whatever you want to call it. Well, pretty cool engine. You getting somewhere over here, the old man?
Yeah.
That's good. One of the many connections. It's going to be perfect.
I've got a cider that I'm happy with.
That's good.
Yeah. Oh, and we'll just cut it off. I wish I could bring the birch because I need to know how long it's going to be. But I could just cut this right here and then add in like whatever I need to, whatever section.
Yeah.
Or I could start working from here with flex track back. You know what? I want to get the trestle free.
Today?
No.
Okay.
No.
I didn't know we were doing that today.
I will do that today.
Sure.
Great. You want to plug this for me?
You got it, Chief. Hey, if it makes you go and question anything, I just want to make sure you know for clarification. Today, tomorrow, I'm doing nothing. The only thing that's ever on my schedule is watching Iowa, so it's however long you want to stay. It's whatever you want to do.
Yeah, I don't want to go watch Iowa, but I wanted to like hang out and work and like.
Wow! He didn't want to go watch Iowa. Wow! Did you hear that? Did you?
It's cold and I'm wearing sandals and running shorts.
So he's upset that he's unprepared. Why aren't you smiling?
It just wasn't my plan for the night. This guy's all overreacting.
He's doing his serious face because he knows it messes with me.
I'm doing my serious face and I know it messes with him.
Yes. He'll admit to it.
Mm-hmm.
Just stay. Oh,
Just play with the boy.
Yeah, it's fine. I can take a night off. I think this makes up for a train that lasts 5 minutes, right? Oh no, you tell me.
Because this is the last hours of the time.
Yeah.
You see what I did there? I punched it in the flux
Yeah.
and I ran it through the blower brush. And now it's all clean looking.
The sponge is still on the floor.
Yeah, we don't need the sponge.
So why'd you have me dampen it if it's just on the floor now?
Well, because I thought I was going to use it more, but like we're not going between things.
Ever since it fell on the floor, you don't want to use it because you have to get bent over, get underneath the track. the whole layout just to get it. It's not worth the time. I can go grab the other one. We can still have the sponge.
Sure.
You gotta tell me that we need it though, or is this just a waste of water?
What I really need is the biggest piece of the tray, the biggest piece of the trestle. It's gonna make dust and mess no matter where we are.
I'm scared. Why did the Iowa Interstate stop at your crossing? It was one of your first videos.
Oh, I'm gonna go pee. Oh.
Oh God.
All right. Charlie's a good fucking guy.
Come on.
He's just trying to do the right thing.
I hate it.
He saw some debris and things that he was concerned about on the track, so he called Iowa Interstate and he made the train stop. And
Okay, I wouldn't. No, hold on.
he didn't know any better.
No. Here, you're really making me do this. He's telling the story wrong on purpose.
No, I'm not.
I told them there was stuff near the track, okay?
Mhm.
It was concerning. Didn't look like it was supposed
Yeah.
to be there.
Just like I
I
said.
didn't know they were going to tell the train to stop and have the crew deal with it. I thought they told maintenance to wait.
Yeah, so
No.
he didn't know that the train was going to wind up stopping about it. And Charlie's just trying to do the right thing. That's all it was.
See, that's the good part. You
But you know what they say, no
I
good
didn't-
deed goes unpunished.
I didn't make it stop. It just,
I'm going to use the
I
bathroom.
have no control over that. Hey, watch out for the light. Jesus, man. You don't talk about that video. I felt bad about it ever since the day it happened. Because, I mean, Iowa Interstate does have maintenance vehicles. I didn't expect that they were just going to tell the whole train to stop. I'm going to go my bad on that one, but, yeah. The video, I don't even know why it's still up. Look, put it this way. No one has ever said anything about it, like on YouTube or anything like that. So it's like no one really cares, but I still feel guilty about it. I mean, that took up everyone's time, and it's like, oh. I mean, if I thought about it, I would have been like, well, what? I didn't know you guys were just gonna be told to do it. I didn't think it was their issue. Because when the conductor stepped out of the front of the engine, he was under the impression that there was something blocking the track. I never said that. I never mentioned once there was something blocking it. I said there was something near it. So one way or another, there was a very huge communication error, and the crew got the wrong impression. And I think that conductor is still mad at me to this day. I wouldn't be surprised. I don't know. I got no way of asking him. I don't even know what his name is. I guess he's going outside too. He didn't mention that part. And yeah. I'm gonna check out the solder. I'm curious. Oh wow. That is nice. Oh Jesus. Trestle Bridge. Oh, gives me a nightmare, this screw. But anyway, 700, a single 700 went through LaSalle. On the night train, I'm gonna blame that one on PTC, or positive train control, which basically the short answer is you can put whatever you want on the consist as long as there's a very high horsepower GEVO somewhere in the consist. They connect to each other, and it's kind of like distributed power, but not really. Which that distributed power just means any engine on that consist, as long as it's hooked up correctly, it'll do whatever the main engine is doing. But that was because of PTC. That's how that happened. Which, if I'm not mistaken, I think. I'm trying to think, I'm pretty sure there was a Jiva on the rear, but I don't know why they do that sometimes. You should see the BICB consists are always full of GP38s. I don't know why they send so many up there and then send so many back like the same day. It's kind of weird, but I don't understand their operations. I'm sure they have a reason for it, but sometimes if you catch a CVBI earlier, kind of anywhere before Bureau Junction, they sometimes have GP38s that they just drop off at Bureau for the Bureau rocket job. But so unfortunately, some nights there could have been a GP38, but it doesn't end up showing up. And then sometimes I know I mentioned this once before. They always sometimes will have the a Norfolk Southern high hood, and they give them to Iowa Interstate, and Iowa Interstate takes it to Silvis, and then another train will take it down to Peoria, also known as Pesci, as ironic as that is, which is Peoria Silvis. And so that's kind of a good spot. I've always wanted to see, first time I heard that there was a high hood on the train, I got really excited. And at the time, I wasn't really in the Facebook pages that much. So when it didn't show up, I was really confused. And then I ended up finding out they dropped it at Silvis to take it to Peoria. So that was kind of upsetting. There was also the other time where there were no cars, just a single 700. That, if you're talking about in the day, that would have just been the Bureau rocket. They don't send just a random engine with no cars in the night. But if Iowa Interstate ever shows up in the daytime, like when it's actually day, morning and afternoon, that's the Bureau rocket. They'll have their GP38s. But it's always cool to see those ones. They have a really nice horn. One of them, I can't remember for the life of me what it is, but one of the trains have a little bit of an, I do believe it's kind of an older horn. I just don't know which one it is, the number, but that one's always nice to hear, let me tell you. But probably 7, I don't know. I'd have to ask the guy that actually knows, which that isn't me. So, but yeah, that would have been the Bureau rocket. Sometimes they'll send up 2, sometimes they'll send up 1. I've only seen it one time where they send up 2. But I will tell you, if you're more interested in the GP38s and you're more interested on watching the Bureau rocket where you can see in the daytime, the money shot, as everyone puts it, would be going up to Buzzy's yard somewhere away from the tracks, away far enough where it doesn't, upset any of the crew or make them nervous. It's always something you don't want to do, because just because you're standing there with a camera, they don't know what you're doing. But once you go around a lot, they know who you are eventually. But sometimes, I think it was one of the more, wasn't more the recent times, but sometimes when Iowa Interstate would go up there, the first time I ever did that, with my buddy Mark, me and him were up there, and Buzzy did not show up. It was just Iowa showing up the hill, and it was like that for the first few times. But the money shot is watching Buzzy having their yellow engine idling and Iowa Interstate shoving up cars at the same time. I've seen both of them in the same yard twice now, and that was actually really cool, being able to see both of them right there kind of past each other. On your radio, what does no defects mean? That is something that is called, all the railroads use it, big and small. It's a defect detector. There's different ones. Like the one in Spring Valley is mostly meant for dragging equipment, and it also checks temperature on the to make sure the trucks aren't too hot or the wheels. But usually, when you hear no defects, that's a good thing, because if there is a defect, it'll usually on the more fancier ones, it'll somehow identify the exact car number. I don't know how, but Iowa Interstate's it just says no defect. I think it gives the general idea. I don't know, but typically I know they've never really listened to them. It's never happened when I was standing right there, but there's been a few incidents where they had to stop and the conductor had to get out and walk the whole train to find out what was wrong, which kind of sucks on the winter days because especially if you don't really know what exactly is going on, you got to walk the whole thing. And sometimes they have long trains, sometimes they have smaller ones, but usually it's always a good thing. It's a good thing for them when it's no defects, because if there is a defect, they have to stop as soon as possible, safely, obviously. And the cool thing about that, actually, I'll mention this while we're talking about the defect detectors. Over kind of near Jorge's, they have a set out track which goes all the way towards West Clocks, and there's a switch. You've probably seen it a few times because you're usually over at Jorge's, but they will have that track will go kind of not all the way following West Clocks, but right before West Clocks it stops, and that's called a set out track. And it's only happened a few times where they got flagged by the defect detector, and they have to set that car out. If there is something seriously wrong, they're not just going to keep it on the train. One way or another, they have to get rid of that car, which creates a huge inconvenience for them, but it has to be done. I've never seen that happen personally, but if it ever were to happen, it's definitely something you would want to watch happen because it's considered rare because it just never happens. But as much as I don't want to see that one day because it kind of sucks for them, but I also want to see it at the same time. Makes sense, yeah. But in case you ever looked at that and were trying to figure out, well, what's that for? Because I know I have personally trying to figure out what it was. It's just a set-out track where if anything goes wrong, because they don't have much sightings. It's the one track for a very long time. It's not a two-main. There's a few sightings here and there, but I'm pretty sure when it comes to Spring Valley, between Spring Valley and LaSalle, that's the only set-out track they have on the main line, or sighting, if you may. I'm usually down at Jorge's because my family loves Jorge's, so that's like, who doesn't? If you're around the area, the LaSalle Peru area, even Utica, it'd be worth coming all the way down here to go to Jorge's. Because that food is just, I've only been there the once, so I can't really like give you the best explanation, but it's pretty good. It is very, very good. Still waiting on Durley to come back. I think he stepped outside for a few minutes. Probably smoke break. If I had to take a guess, there's my water. Found my water. That is a really great place, though. It's like I've only been there once, but man, I got a lot of good things to say about that. But so far, for anyone just tuning in, me and Durley are going back and putting all this track together, soldering it. We've gotten to about right here where the trestle bridge used to be. It's fine. Trestle bridge used to be right here, and we're working on down here on the main line here, but we've got a few nails in here so far. It seems like Durley is wanting to go cut out the trestle bridge here pretty soon. So that might be happening. Speaking of Durley,
That's happening.
he's back.
I'm back.
You didn't say you were stepping outside. I was trying to figure out if you were all right.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Let's start with a large section of easy stuff.
He's actually grabbing the trestle bridge right now as we speak.
And this is what we've got here.
Do not try this at home.
Oh, jeez. I almost feel like I should set up over there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got a burn up here. There's nothing
Right here. So, take the box of the track. Can you see me here?
Where's it going?
Right
The track.
here. Just over there.
I don't want to put on the board.
I'm gonna swing this side and get myself prepped here.
Make sure you're in. Oh yeah, you'll be there perfectly, and we can still see the layout. That's what people want to see.
Exactly.
Well, that's ironic to say because the whole kind of shebang was the trestle bridge, and now it's gone. But that thing is, oh, concrete.
We'll bring it back.
Yep, coming back with, I would say with a bang, but no, it's coming back with leaving a lot of dust on the floor.
Yeah.
So that's nice. And I really,
That's what's going to happen.
really would. And guess who has to sweep it up? Me. Oh God.
You like this Shirley doesn't do that. I'm a jerk.
He doesn't stick around. Every time he always leaves me to clean up the mess.
I'm like, oh man, I gotta go.
Yeah, every time. So hurtful.
Hey, look, I've got two households to attend to. I have my son here, his household, which really all I do here is the trade stuff.
Typically.
Like, but I mean, honestly, if there was plumbing problems, I'd fix anything.
That was a long time ago.
But they're fixed now. Like, no problems, no leaks. So much better than they were.
I just realized that video was not posted on this channel. No one even knows
Oh.
about the Great Flooding of '87.
Oh, jeez.
I'll have to
Great flood of '87.
re-upload that on my channel. We had another channel that kind of fell somehow, some reason. I don't know why. Yeah, of course. Actually, I do know why. See,
Because this one became more popular.
here's what happened. Long time ago, Durley was in. I'm not gonna say engaged because that's not really the proper
No,
term.
I was in a relationship with Charlie's mama from February to July of this year.
And I'm not gonna go too deep into my backstory, but I've had some major father issues. My actual father is, he's out to get the milk, as the internet would say. But I think I'm handling it pretty fine mentally. It happened over like 16, 17 years ago, about as old as I am.
Well,
So
the last occurrence that you had with your father was around like May or so of this year.
yeah.
Your
But,
biological, yeah.
Then Durley came around, and it's like we just hit it off. And because he's a
Day one.
because he's a decent human being, even though they're not in a relationship anymore, they're both okay with him coming over still. But
Well, his mom and I were supposed to have a date. And the night before, she's like, hey, would you like to come over to my house and have dinner and meet my family? And I was like, well, in my mind, I thought, no, that's real fast, but okay, whatever, because I want to hang out with the girl. And so we came over and I met her mom, nice lady, Carol, everyone calls her Nana. I met Charlie's sister and met the pets and the cats and the ferrets and the dog and had a really great time. And somewhere along the way, trains came up.
I can't remember how. My memory, it's shot.
But they came up. And I was like, oh, I'm a bit of a ferroequinologist. And everyone's like, what? I was like, I like trains and train stuff. And Charlie and I remember that night, Charlie explaining stuff about like the difference between like an SD40 and a GP38 and all these things. And I was like, man, you could do a YouTube show.
And so then we formed our own channel finally. And what happened is within the first few episodes, it never got more than 30 subscribers. It was kind of Paul's here.
Paul.
The guy.
Paul.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
guy.
Hey, Paul, how you doing?
He's never joined a live stream before. It's good to see you, buddy. Actually get to interact way better. But that channel fell because when they broke up, I was under the impression that, like
It was over.
like everyone else, I was never going to see him again in my life. And so I completely abandoned the channel. I was like, that whole channel was me and him doing train stuff. He's gone. I can't do anything with it. So I moved over to this channel.
It was that night I came over here and I saw the text that said it was over, and I was supposed to hang out with Charlie at the tracks that night, and I sent him a text message saying, hey, I got some issues going on in my life right now. We're not going to hang out tonight. I'll explain it to you later. And he's like, well, I already know what it is. Will you please come down the tracks anyway? And I went down there and I hung out with him, and I was like, hey, man, the way I say I feel about somebody is the way I feel about somebody. That doesn't. I'm serious about that sort of thing and my emotions and how I express it to other people. And I was like, I don't want this to stop. And he said, well, my mama said it doesn't have to. She just didn't want to see me. You know, that's cool, whatever. But yeah, so I got a son.
And then I started working on this channel and eventually completely forgot about the other one.
Yeah.
That's the moral of the story. We could just completely forgot about it. How long has Iowa Interstate been around? That was from DBC, and Paul said trying to catch up on videos, and while I don't do modeling, just saw you were active. Just think about the old Rock Island days and now this super hot train world have gone by westbound. Yeah.
All right, so we talked about emotions and family and stuff. I'm going to make some noise.
Yeah, we got way
Yeah,
off
so
topic.
I've got the first of a couple of sections of plaster. This is just a couple of bits of the trestling legs from the trestle bridge, but I'm going to try cutting this out of the matrix. Little HO gauge paleontology.
Stay away from putting it.
Did I have a mask?
We just so happen to not have one.
Yeah, we got a couple of masks, don't we?
I don't know.
And maybe some glasses.
Give me a second. I'm trying to get an answer for Mr. DVC.
Hey, DBC.
The Iowa Interstate Railroad has been founded in 1984. Old as hell.
I'm older than the Iowa Interstate.
But
Would you also grab me the master over there? Would you also grab me a drink and a shooter, please?
over here,
Mm-hmm.
masks. Where do you
Back to the left.
in this box?
No, I think they're on the table, aren't they?
It does not appear that way.
No. Thought they were.
I'll look in here anyway. Just go through all your stuff.
Here. I could just probably,
I know where the glasses are. We should be in here.
glasses would be great.
Yeah, because we should. Safety first. We really need to express that on this channel. Got these brand new safety glasses. I'm more of a night owl. Yeah, you do tend to be that way, Paul. Nothing wrong with it though. Perfectly clear, uncracked safety goggles at your service, my good sir. You're gonna have a 2022 vision radar. I would say 2020, but then you'd have sick vision, so we don't want that.
Well,
Put it this way, we had really good masks a very long time ago.
we do.
And then we used them.
I thought I just saw them just sitting there just a few minutes ago. But anyway,
do not try this at home.
I'll
For
be
the love
honest.
of God.
The mask and the glasses are more just because it's gonna be super dusty.
He's not allergic to dust, but who
It
wants
just-
to inhale that?
Yeah.
I mean, I can give you a wet paper
I
towel.
already slept with my contacts in last night, and I didn't take them out today. So
Oh, yeah, fine. Nothing over here, Durley. Said nothing over here.
okay.
Oh,
Oh,
it's
shit.
getting there. What'd you
Why don't
do?
you grab that piece of trestle?
Of course.
Would you mind finding me one of those small boxes so I can put all the little pieces of trestle into it?
There's actually. What's better, BNSF or Iowa Interstate?
BNSF.
Time to fly, Iowa. I have to do. It depends if you are talking about our personal opinion or the actual statistics. Which the statistics, it's BNSF.
But for local, watching, if you're here in LaSalle, you're watching Iowa Interstate. That's the big thing here. If you go to Mendota, you can see BNSF come through quite a bit, along with the Amtrak. Go out to Princeton, same thing, BNSF. I head further north and you get Union Pacific, you know, like north of the Diamond, the Rochelle Diamond. That's where you get your Union Pacific.
Don't do any more cutting because I'm pretty sure someone has masks. They're like face masks.
Well, I'm going to do more cutting, but,
Oh.
you know, find me some masks.
Yeah.
We're all going to be wearing masks in here soon anyway. That COVID stuff is coming back real strong. I got all kinds of people at work right now out with the new COVID. Big pain in the ass. My dad put this trestle bridge in here to last. When he was putting this thing in here, he's probably like, yeah, something might happen to the layout, but the trestle bridge is going to survive. And you know what? Something happened to the layout. We destroyed it. Just totally turned it on its head. In fact, you know, you see this part here is lower than this part of the track. This part of the track, if you guys have been watching for a while, was like several inches lower. This was the high point because it used to be basically a Christmas tree holder. Yep. My dad never imagined this as like a full layout, you know, layout with like good detail or anything. It was just a Christmas tree stand. But my dad, being the modeler he is, he can't just make a Christmas tree stand with a couple of cheap ass trains.
Good news, bad news. Good news, mask. Bad news, only one. So.
Well.
You're the one that's doing it, so.
All right, thank you.
I got parts up there.
Yeah.
I was gonna. No, you don't care. Your hands are already dusty.
Yeah, thanks, boy.
Yeah, I'll just.
I don't know. You got your baklava or baklava, right?
Will that even work?
Balaclava. Baklava is a dessert.
I don't know if it's like.
You got a bandana? Put it around your face? Something?
Yeah, but I don't know how thick it is.
Well,
I'll find something. If it works, it works. If it doesn't,
man. Yeah, he went all out with saturated cloth and plaster of Paris. See, this is exactly the kind of like thing that I want to do. You see how it's cloth is like old, like thin linen sheets. They saturated with plaster of Paris. Like, not only did he use like the ribbing of you know, the heavy cardstock to make the ribbing and chicken wire in his in making his riverbed and like all the terrain. He used this, like all this cloth, like it's saturated, just super, super strong, like really good.
Remind me though.
Charlie's coming down. I see a few of you
I got
commented.
something, but I don't know if it's too thin or not.
Oh, hey, check out the comments.
Yeah, sure. The only thing we got so far from the DBC is I don't like no honk zones.
You know, like what?
No honk zones.
No, neither do we. Nobody likes no honk zones.
Except for the crew, maybe.
Well, the people who live near them.
Yeah, that too.
You know, but it seems to me like you move in an area where there's supposed to be a train track. If you move somewhere there's supposed to be a train track, if it's not a no honk zone already, like, and you move there and there's a train track next to you, why would you be a dickhead and be like, oh, I don't like trains now?
I'm pretty sure the tracks have been there way longer than your house
like,
has.
you know, I see that happening a lot, like where people will move into neighborhoods like near a bar.
Last Saturday, the Rockford, Illinois NRHS had a program that included pictures of the Milwaukee Road and the Illinois Central at the Mendota Diamonds. Some very nice stuff. Ooh.
Yeah.
Milwaukee Road, Illinois Central. Those are some great companies. I've
Oh,
actually
where was that at? The library or?
that was last Saturday in Rockford, Illinois. Pictures of
Oh,
those two
Rockford.
companies going through the Mendota.
Oh, no
Diamonds.
shit.
It's really cool.
No, that's the thing. There's tons of people out there that have all this knowledge of the old trains and the old stuff, and they want to get that knowledge out there. Like, it's not even necessarily like, them getting the credit for having the knowledge. They just want it to keep going. They want our history to keep going, That's kind of like what we're doing here. Is we're making. Oh yeah, I can't see shit. We're trying to make sure history continues.
Here, your glasses. Like, no, here, I got it, doctor. I got it, doctor. Did I actually do anything?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Oh, look at that. Nice. Nice.
Perfect. Oh, trust me. I don't think this truly experienced Paul's power. He knows way too much.
Technically, you can't call me doctor.
But you got the surgical mask on. You got the.
You can call me Reverend,
Okay.
Minister, Padre, Father, anything like that.
I don't know what he's trying to get at.
No, but no, I'm just saying technical for like my titles. Yeah.
You should see some of the comments Paul says. He is. Wow. You wouldn't believe the stuff that he knows. I have had instances where he will see a certain car and know what it has in it, know who services it and where it goes and where it came from. And he's in Milwaukee.
Paul?
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's in Milwaukee, by the way. Last time I checked. I don't know. Dude, your shirt is changing colors.
I know.
What just flew away?
He just broke a fucking cutting wheel.
Really, do you want to explain what just happened?
Well, okay, because my dad obviously knows the secrets of Roman concrete. He decided when he built this trestle bridge, he was use those secrets of Roman concrete. And
that is great. Roman concrete, ladies and gentlemen.
And use these secrets of Roman concrete to affix this trestle to the layout. The rest of the layout was fucking junk. All right, Dad. And even you'll acknowledge it. The rest of the layout was junk. I mean, it's cool. It had running water. It had bad elevations and everything. It was a piece of garbage except for the fucking trestle. It was a beautiful trestle. I feel like you actually built this layout as just a delivery method for the trestle. You built this trestle and you're like, Well, I need somewhere to put it. Like, argue with me. Argue with me if you think I'm wrong. I think I'm 100% right. Like, at the end of the day, that's what it was. Like, yeah, I made this layout. But look at the double cantilever hand-built trestle I made. 30-inch radius. Badass, Dad. I'm not even trying to say it's not. God damn it. Why won't you share the secret of Roman concrete with the rest of us? That's where I'm at. Dad, why do you play your cards so close to your hand?
So if you couldn't tell already by what he's saying, the and I quote, Roman concrete that the Trestle Bridge is incarcinated with, is that the word you use? Encasted with, whatever. It just broke the cutting part for the Dremel.
An ablative sanding wheel, like an ablative cutting wheel.
I actually think I can see, right there.
Yeah, that's a bit of it.
That's a bit of it. Look at that. I mean, I know it's not the thickest piece of, what is this? This is a sanding wheel, you said?
That's a cutting wheel.
It's a cutting wheel. I know it's not the thickest
But
cutting
no,
wheel in
like,
the world,
it's
but
a heavy
dude,
cutting wheel. Okay.
look.
The cylinder next to the helping hands.
This
Bring that over here.
is what it comes in. Looks like it's a film for an old camera.
No, it's not.
I said it looks like it.
Heavy duty cutoff wheel, 420.
Isn't that nice?
Yeah.
I just cannot believe that. I just
I,
watched that happen.
I bought a cutting bit, like routing bit, for this thing, and I ran it on the Dremel. Almost burned the Dremel up. I'm gonna have to get a new Dremel. I'm gonna buy one this year. Oh my god, this one's
Oh, dude.
yeah. I need to crack this open and clean it out anyway, but I gotta get a new Dremel. I'll get one this year. But anyway,
That's great. Oh, that is hilarious.
I used that cutting bit and I just burned that cutting bit out, just ruined it, trying to like cut the bridge out. You remember that?
Yeah.
I eventually had to just take a drill and just drill holes and like just like waller them out like between them, like I was like blasting dynamite or something, like just to get the trestle bridge out.
As we quoted back when that was all happening, it was like removing a dinosaur bone.
Yeah.
We got a message from Paul. It even included black and white photos of the Milwaukee Road line abandoned in 48, where it crossed the CNW on the west side of DeKalb. Today, you wouldn't know it had even been there. Ever been there. Wow. So we missed a really important thing last Saturday. That
Yeah.
actually sounds really cool. As I've been getting more and more into trains and talking to these older guys, no offense, Paul.
No, yeah, no.
But,
These guys know way more than me, man.
Yeah.
When you say older guys, makes you feel like I'm not nearly as old as I am.
But I've actually grown really attached to the CNW. It's kind of as I'm learning more of its history and all these old companies that used to exist, they've like I was just watching a YouTube video of the New York Central. Wow, it's stuff I never knew before. It's cool learning about all this stuff, but at the same time, it's sad to realize it's all gone. Like you said,
but it's history, man. That's the thing. Like,
but it's sad. What could have been,
right.
And now it's just Iowa Interstate. But I mean, at least there's something. The whole line could be abandoned, but no, Iowa Interstate's like, no. We take this. We take this, and CSX, we're going to lease this out to you because you guys like money.
What time we got?
It is about 4:13.
Yeah?
Yeah, I see we're doing pretty good on time. What do you think?
I think we should finish this little piece of fucking extraction. We'll go get some dinner.
We're going for the people that are local to the area, which by people I mean local to the area. I don't know. I think you are in Milwaukee currently, right, Paul? You're not visiting on vacation.
DVC is local.
Yeah, DVC. We're going to, I don't know if you've been there before, Tapatio's.
Yeah, he has. He recommended it to us.
Oh.
Yeah, he says it was all right.
Dude, my memory, I'm sorry. But
Sure.
we're
Dude, there's
going
another
there.
place. There's another Mexican place opening up in Oglesby.
Seriously?
Yeah, it's like, I mean, no, I get it. It's cool. Like, Mexican joints are cool, but like,
Oh, I thought you had something to say about it. No, you don't like the fact that there's so many Mexican restaurants. You want a more open
yeah,
selection of food.
we need a fried chicken joint.
Well, we had one and it burnt down,
Well, KFC sucks.
and the chicken was still cold.
No, I guess there's supposed to be a Popeyes coming in.
Oh, seriously?
Over up by Arby's. And I have no problem with like tons of Mexican restaurants, but like,
I mean,
man, I want to
food
see
is-
like
oh.
I want to see like a Chicago style restaurant with like gyros and barbecue and like, or like maybe a sushi joint. Yeah,
That would be nice.
or like an American style buffet. Dude, I would love to see like American style buffet kind of thing, like a Ryan's or something like that. Like some.
I mean,
like,
I understand
or
where you're coming
Shoney's.
from.
Fuck, man, I would fucking murder my fucking son for a Shoney's. My other son.
Oh God, a lot of F words.
A lot of F words.
Sorry, Paul, if you do not agree with them.
Oh,
I'm just saying, I don't.
I'm sorry. Look, I swear that I'm a swearer. I just drop words like, but you know, I mean, there's things you could say and clever sayings about people that swear, but it's been proven through very hoity-toity, high-end, like double-blind studies that people that swear are a little bit more intelligent and tend to lie less. So there we go. With that.
Science. Anyway,
I'm gonna run the tool some more.
put your mask on. Your glasses, your mask. This guy works for PPG, literally wearing high vis. And he can't even put on his safety gear. I had to take off my hat and cover my scarf because I'm also kind of wearing high vis, but like, I mean, the jacket I came in with.
We really don't need high vis where we're at right now. Like,
but I like to wear it.
Like if we were like run into each other, it'd be like, oh, sorry, you know.
Yeah.
It's not like it worked like where I'd like murder somebody with my forklift.
I'm gonna can't force this to see. I can't help it. Some of my best clothing is high vis gear. It's very nice to wear. The sandstorm is approaching. Oh, it's snow. Here, do we need to pour some water on the drill if it gets too hot?
Oh no.
Kind of liking it. What do you like better, CSX or Iowa? Ooh. Personal opinion, Iowa. Statistically speaking, CSX is kind of a little better than Iowa, but in my personal opinion, I'm going to side with Iowa half the time. face, shirt, and beard is both turning more white than they already were. Durley,
Because we're
what
gonna
is the DVC asked a question, and even though he didn't ask for your opinion, I feel he would like to know what you like better between CSX and Iowa Interstate. Personal opinion, not like putting them up against, like not saying who has more track, just personally, who do you side with at the end of the day?
Geez, I knew. Well, I've known CSX and Chessie and all that like way longer than I've known who Iowa Interstate is. So I think I'd probably go with CSX myself, honestly, even though like Iowa Interstate is like the company that I real fan the most of right now. Like I grew up with like all kinds of CSX in my history, so I'd have to go with that.
That's because he grew up in Florida.
Mm-hmm.
He grew up with CSX in Florida East Coast. They were around when you were over there. I think he's getting somewhere. Good news is half of the mess is going on you and also in the paper.
Yeah.
Thank God for Durley to absorb all of this.
All right. I'm gonna stay here and entertain you people.
Okay.
If I continue to do what I'm doing.
And I normally go be back for a few minutes, but if any comments go through, you might not be able to see them from that far away. So just want to clarify, he's not ignoring you, but
Yep. Yep. Super white. I'll be honest, it's silly how much work I'm having to put into this.
We got 2 comics to read. Oh. Here, I'll get that for you, Doctor. We got 2 comments to read. One from Paul. What were you guys talking about? Because he said you would not have wanted to see my thoughts some days when I was working second shift, and then I started getting all the sick calls at inopportune times. I don't know. I don't think
Inopportune.
I don't know if I'm
Not a
pronouncing
good
it
time
right.
to get a sick call.
Thank God I'm retired. And then the DB and C, you always do interesting stuff. Keep up the good work. I appreciate it.
Yeah, thanks, man.
I mean, he's doing all the interesting work. He's just turning really white. But
Yeah.
we got some interesting stuff that we definitely do. I will not doubt that. It's always something we're doing.
I'm always the one doing something with my hands because that's what I do. I do things. I'm a handy guy.
He's a crafty man.
Crafty man. Shit. Order some tacos?
Huh?
Yeah.
What did you say?
I said, you want to go get some tacos?
I mean, when we go to Tapatios, I ain't getting tacos. I want to get something like
Burrito, whatever. Shit.
something good.
I'm just ready for dinner.
Yeah. The track bed is all dusty everywhere around.
Everywhere around now is dusty.
We don't even have dust off. I can't even get rid of this properly. I say that because I don't even know if what I'm doing is making it better or worse. Definitely just need to get a lot of cans of dust off. Invest in dust off, kids. It sells. If you ever were sitting at home trying to figure out, man, who buys all this dust off? We do. We buy all the dust off. Just cut me, guys. Stick in here.
Oh, no.
What'd you do?
Nothing.
Early.
Nothing.
What'd you do?
Don't worry about it.
Early.
Everything's okay.
No, it doesn't seem okay.
Look, it's not like I stabbed somebody 23 times and then ate their hands.
Early we talked about this.
Yes?
You're not supposed to do that anymore, remember?
I don't do that anymore.
Well then why are you seeming to imply that you have just done it?
I'm just saying that I didn't do that.
Hmm.
That is what I did not do.
That's what you didn't do.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. It's pretty suspicious to me, Dirty. I don't trust you. For the first time in my life, I do not trust you, Dirty.
Finally, distrust in the father figure. You've never had that before, have you?
Never.
Oh my god.
Oh, dude. Oh, don't forget your beer, your eye. You want some water? Get rid of that. No, don't. I think you should come over to the washing station and wash your hands.
I think I need to do something.
Dude, your legs, dude! Oh my god. You need a serious pat down, mister.
Look at that. Alright.
Washing station.
Hold on. Check this out.
What you got? Oh, you're just gonna make it so much worse.
No, we're gonna make it better.
Down it.
Here.
I'm in the way of all this.
No, you're gonna help me. You're gonna help me.
What am I doing?
You're gonna beat me with this.
What?
Here.
What am I doing?
Just beating the shit off me.
Like literally? Like just,
Yeah.
There you go.
Face.
Face.
I mean, not so much slapping me around.
What am
Like,
I doing then?
like,
Oh, like that?
yeah.
Your sleeves are getting in the way. It's also cobweb.
Oh.
I'm glad this is not on camera.
Oh.
There is so. What are you doing? What reference is that? I don't get it.
Duel of the Fates.
What?
Duel of the Fates. When Obi-Wan and Qui-Gon Jinn fought Darth Maul.
I never saw that.
Star Wars?
I know Star Wars.
Well,
I think you're good. I don't know, man.
sure, whatever.
I will literally slap you.
Will you go to public with me?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh my god, watch out, Curly.
Dude, maybe
Your hands.
you need to calm down.
Curly, your hands.
I'll wash them at the place. Hey, we're gonna go get something to eat. We'll be back in a little bit. Spend a few more hours here trying to get this trestle back into. I don't know. Lots more dust. I don't know, man. At this point, like.
Feels weird. A lot of tension on my
Oh,
jaw.
he looks like a Tehranian girl. We're gonna get some of the eat. We'll be back in a little bit. DBC, Paul.
Dude, Paul, seriously, I really am happy you came along, dude.
Yeah, and
It's way
DBC,
easier to communicate like this instead of through YouTube comments.
and DBC, it's always a pleasure to see you. You're kind of like OG, like with this live stream with what we're doing. So
He's
keep doing it, man. Like we'll if we rate T-shirts or something, maybe we'll make a little intermodal for you. DBC intermodal.
Oh, that'd be so cool.
Maybe it would be.
You will get your credits, my good sir. Paul has to get credits too, though. He's OG in terms of actual radio video. He's been around for a while. Literally and figuratively, no offense, Paul. No, Matthew Brown said, "Do tell him not to cut his fingers." You didn't cut your fingers, did you?
I did a little bit.
Oh my God! Come on, man! Seriously, man. Matthew Brown specifically told you not to cut your fingers, and you did.
You know, I mean,
I can't even with this guy sometimes. That guy right there, I cannot even.
you know, even
Give him a
even
second.
times with that person can't know.
What? I don't know what he's trying.
I'm just making up nonsense words like he is. Like, I can't even with that guy.
This is what I was talking about, by the way. This is my sort of new, but not really DeWalt High-Vis Class 2 jacket. This is what I meant. Most of my better, higher-end clothes, I say higher-end because this is like $90. Thank you so much, DeWalt. Didn't even know they made clothing. But I like it. He has one that looks just like this with the reflective tape having those pieces of black on them. I don't know why that does that.
Mine came from Uline.
They look the exact same, but they're from
Yeah.
different
They
companies.
gave a really nice high vis jackets at work last year for Christmas.
He works at PPG. He gets half this stuff for free.
Oh yeah.
Even
yeah.
his boots.
Mhm.
This is not not sponsored by PPG, but work for them. You get free boots every year.
Yeah, every year I get a $150 boot voucher. And like that $150 boot voucher, they've always been lenient. The boots I get are like $180 a piece. I get the 2 years in a row, I got the Reebok Zigabricks. Really, really incredible boots. Steel toed. They have incorporated metal torso guards and turtle. Really lightweight. They feel like kind of like a hiking boot more. But unfortunately, they did not breathe at all. In the wintertime, I'd come home and my feet felt like they were full of summertime sack. You know what I'm saying? What I'm using now is these Michelin boots. And they...
Wait, Michelin makes boots.
Mhm.
They're a tire company.
They also give stars to restaurants.
That's them? So it's not just called a Michelin star, it's actually from Michelin.
Yeah. Look it up. Do your homework.
My mind has been blown.
The original Michelin stars were given to restaurants by the tire company, Michelin. So people would drive to places that had Michelin stars. It was all a plot to get people to buy more tires.
You gotta go like this, and even on the inside.
I would love to. I look like I'm part of the cartel. Look, I'm just saying I can't feel my face right now.
I'm not gonna stand in the way of that.
All right, I'm gonna go do something gross.
Paul has
obscene.
just graced us with his presence. At least read the man's comment first. No, I didn't say stare at them. I said,
Well, I'm reading the comment.
"Oh,
Well, just about time for a friend who calls every Saturday about now. It was fun watching you guys work, and I'll say it's very authentic. You have the buzzy so it does down to the science. Hey, thanks, man. You know, Paul, we've never met. I don't think have you and Paul ever met?
not in real life. He's in Milwaukee."
Oh, you're in Milwaukee? Hey, we'll find ourselves up there sometime. I love winter time and traveling. Like, I'm looking on getting Charlie out in some more extended track warrants, like for our adventures. So we'll have to meet up sometime, man. Have yourselves a good night, Paul.
So that's his sign off. So I'll just, yeah,
Sorry.
go that way.
Sorry, man. It's dust.
Anyway, seriously though, it's just the start of it. All right, for people who are going to want to come back, we are going to be, when we get home, I guess we're going to do way more work on the trestle. But other than that, for this part, we'll just call this part one. But right when
There we go.
right when we get back from eating, we'll be back. My knees hurt. My knees hurt like I'm an old man. But
He doesn't even know that I'm giving him rabbit ears.
yeah, because I can't see it. But we will be back. Thank you guys for tuning in for this one. Paul, like we said again, it was really nice actually being able to like have a really great conversation with you, because YouTube comments just doesn't work for me. I'm sorry. That's not how I like to communicate. This makes it so much better.
This is a lot of fun.
It was in the DVC.
I've been enjoying doing the live streams with you guys. Like DVC, thank you for always. We're gonna be back in a couple hours. We're gonna check out Tapatio, and
wish us luck. Wish our toilets luck.
Dude,
We only have one working toilet in the house. We're screwed.
If I get up early enough tomorrow, I'm gonna get some menudo from Nito's.
What's that?
Sunday morning soup, hangover soup.
Oh, jeez.
It's got like tripe and stuff in it, like stomach and intestine.
Oh man,
dude, it's incredible. Like, it's incredible. The first time I ever had menudo was a little fucking brown boy that I worked with fucking at PPG. Not him, but no, dude was like 22, 25, something like that. Did a little time in prison. Moved out to Podunk so he could take care of his family. But he's like, oh, you never had menudo? I was like, no, I've always wanted to try. He's like, I'll bring you some, and he brought me some. He's like, it was the shit, man.
Anyway, we have a really great tendency of getting off topic really quick. We just like talking and interacting with the fans.
Do we even have a topic? Trains.
Yeah, I guess
Oh.
that actually.
Merry Christmas.
Yeah, we ain't got it. Yeah. Well, I mean, it's not
Mhm.
it's not there yet, but we're getting there.
Well, Christmas season. It's
Yeah,
after Thanksgiving.
this season. But good to know. See, the DVC is absorbing all this information.
Nah. All right, we'll see you guys in a bit.
Yeah, we will be back.
Let's go.
Okay.
I'm getting hungry.
Yeah, me too. See you guys.